Welcome back to Everyday Kentucky. Well, June 18th is National Picnic Day, which that's just a couple days away?
Yeah, it's the 13th today and I can't do math,
okay.
So it's a few days away.
Got it.
I'm not gonna lie, very bad at math. Well, there's no better way to gear up than hang out with our friend Shanisty to see what tips and tricks she has for the special occasion. Welcome on our show. We always love having you, Shanisty. How are you?
It's good to be back. You guys are right. So it's a few days away, and it actually falls on Father's Day this year. So it'll be this Sunday. So that's kind of a double bonus. Maybe Dad would enjoy a nice picnic.
We'll see.
I think they would if it's nice weather. If it's nice weather.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, well, yes, International Picnic Day is coming up, and if Dad would like a picnic, or perhaps you're thinking maybe not so much, but if you have a few tips and tricks for me, then maybe this is the perfect holiday for you. So, ladies, I'm going to show you, first of all, some of my hacks for having an outdoor picnic. This is, of course, if the weather is nice. If the weather's like today, or I'm in Columbus, Ohio, it's pretty crummy here today, maybe not so much, but hopefully we'll have a beautiful weekend for it. And starting with picking the perfect location. If you're gonna be having a picnic, having that picnic table is gonna come in handy. Of course, you can always have it on the ground, but for me, with 5 kids, we're dirty enough, right?
5 kids, wow.
We like to have that picnic table. So the first thing I want to suggest to everyone is to bring a fitted bed sheet to your picnic table. This is going to come in handy because the wind won't blow it up. It fits perfectly over that standard picnic size table, and it's going to keep the food nice and clean. Now, if you're worried about ants actually do not like the smell of peppermint. So if you have some essential oils or peppermint, you can sprinkle that on the bed sheet before you put it over there, and voila, you're keeping the ants off. So that's another helpful tip.
Wow.
If you have any of the bugs that fly around, I actually love these things. Have you ladies seen these before? Let me see if I can get it going.
Do they fit on your head?
No, it's to cover your food.
Okay, sorry. Ignore me. Sorry.
That's pretty funny, but no, this will actually go completely over your food, so it's going to keep the flies and the bees and away. I don't know how you would eat with this thing on your head.
Shanisty, you know those umbrellas that go on your head? That's what I thought. Ignore me. Sorry, go ahead.
That, right? Oh, that's so funny. I love it. So those are just some helpful tips when you're planning the perfect picnic. And if you guys are ready, I can show you a delicious recipe for your picnic as well.
Oh, we're always ready.
Yeah, please do.
Good. So I think one of the easiest things to do for a picnic is having kind of a charcuterie board of sorts of different items. Having the bruschetta, perhaps even a salad. Sticking a salad in a mason jar is the best way to have a salad travel. You can put the dressing on, shake it up, voila. So I'm going to be making baguettes. I'm going to be making bruschetta with a baguette, Julian's recipe. Of course, there in Lexington, you can pick this up at Kroger in the frozen food section. And it's really easy, ladies. We're just going to be putting a little Dijon mustard on there. You can make the baguette before you leave in the oven, or if you have access to a grill at your picnic site, you can just pop it on the grill for a little bit. You can put some cheese on there, or you can completely omit it. And then all I did was I mixed up some tomatoes, onions, a little bit of balsamic, and we're going to be putting that on top, and it's just so simple. It's really delightful, it's tasty, and if you've never had Julian's recipe before, they have a pretzel baguette, they have the traditional flavor as well, and they're really wonderful. They're absolutely delicious.
Shanisty, how can we find more on Julian's recipes?
You can head over to their website, juliansrecipe.com. Of course, you can find it there locally at Kroger. They're also on Instagram and on Facebook as well.
Okay, Shanisty, I will ask, is it worth, because a lot of people are getting into, having more picnics. So is it worth doing the elaborate picnics that people do, when they have the big old bubble and the fireplaces and everything? Or do you think it's just best to make it a little bit more romantic and a little bit more personal? The weather. It's the Columbus weather. I am so sorry. We had to miss the question, of course, and Shanisty giving the answer. Hopefully she will pop back up. Hold on. I think we might have her.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's the weather that we're dealing with. I'm so sorry, Shanisty, but thank you so much for being on the show. We love to hear from her.
Those tips, great.
Yeah,
the fitted bed sheet.
I would have
Who
never
would've
thought about that.
No, and you know
Yeah.
what's so annoying is when you do have the, table cover, I can't think of the word of it.
No, you're fine.
Tablecloth.
Yeah.
And it does fly up like that, and you're
Yeah.
trying to hold it down, and that's great. The peppermint,
I didn't think of that.
no.
That is something
Not at all.
to definitely think about. But I mean, she always has the latest tips and tricks. And then even for, weather and keeping yourself prepared and making sure you have bug spray on. So you just have to follow her on social media whenever you get the chance.
And she mentioned that mason jar salad. I recently saw that, and they sell them like that in the store.
Really?
Why spend money on that when you can make it yourself, right?
Yeah.
But so cool and convenient.
Absolutely, and
I would've never
especially
thought of that.
if you could put the dressing at the bottom so it doesn't, get your stuff all soggy. So it's something
Right.
that we should consider, especially getting up so early in the morning.
That is
Meal
true.
prep.
Would you actually do that?
Nope.
All right.
All right.
Didn't think so.
Okay.
All right. Well, we loved hanging out with Shanisty, so thank her for all of those helpful tips, and go check that out.